welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're at the Pazin railway station. We're in the Istria district or region of Croatia, and this is one of the more larger towns with a railway station. So I'll spin the camera around and let's have a look and see what we see. So this is the railway station. It looks like there's a bit of a bus hub as well here. And I'm just wondering whether or not the station master lives upstairs as well. Who's to say? Let's have a look. Wow. I'm assuming back in the day that's where you would have bought your ticket. You can see the hole where you would have bought it from. Very good. I'm not sure if you walk through the station. Here's an old image. Not sure if it's just this railway station, but I'm assuming if they've put it on the wall here, it most likely is. Not sure if this is where you walk through. No. Okay, so this is where you wait for your train and get your ticket, but yeah, very good. We'll go onto the platform and let's see what we see. It looks like upstairs they're getting new window frames in. Now, I'm thinking most people realise that I'm a bit of a fan of cats. I like my cats. I think cats are great. You've got to earn their friendship, probably more so than a dog. So this is where we are, in that town there. This is your platform. It's terrific. Each time I come to these rural sort of railway stations in Croatia, I always envisage a World War II film. I don't know why. It just gives me that impression of something of a World War II film. I'm expecting like a bunch of Sherman tanks to come cruising through. So there's your sign of the station, and yeah, there are cats here. I think I've said it a few times where cats are not considered as pests, but they've got a sort of a role, I believe. I think it's something to do, I could be wrong, but I think it's got something to do with keeping the pigeon numbers down. And you do see signs that say you're welcome to feed them with dry food. Now, as you can see, these stations are a lot like the ones at home, or most people experience, unless you're in Europe. This is the outside of it. Relatively new roof, it looks like. It's been redone. These toilets are open to the public, which is great. How many times have I come across some of the stations in Victoria in Australia, and the bathrooms are all locked up in the regional parts of Australia. Now I'm just going to walk along the platform. There are some sort of mechanical machines that I'm assuming must service the railway tracks, and as we get closer I'll take a bit of a zoom in and see what they are, and those who are into railway infrastructure might be able to recognise it. And once again, I want to make it quite clear, I'm not an expert at all in anything to do with railways or their infrastructure, but I am Very much keen to look at these sort of things because they do stand the test of time. This has been here for quite some time, these buildings, and as I've said before, it's pretty much railway stations and churches that really do last a long time. I like this. This is so you've got little excavators on. It does, obviously it's got something to do with maintenance, and that's how they get around doing their maintenance. That's pretty cool. Very good. Once again, you've got silos in the background. You've got sort of in the distance, I'll try to zoom in a little bit, where you'd probably load up. Very good. And there really isn't anyone about. I don't know if you can see that on the tracks in front of us to the left slightly of where I'm walking. There's a cat making his way across. It really is a nice looking station. You can see where repairs have been done. It's got modern air conditioning in there upstairs. So here we have another goods shed at the other end of the railway station. Once again, I'm assuming that the trains pull up. There'll be some sort of goods to get unloaded and loaded and maybe stored in these sheds before they make their way on the train or get dispersed in the immediate area by, I guess back in the day, horse-drawn carts and trucks for today. Once again, it's a beautiful day. Very warm. It's October. There's your silos. And it looks like every time there is a railway station, we've got the silos nearby, and that sort of makes sense to get the goods out and about everywhere. There's one more room that's open here at the station. Wow, okay. This is probably just a waiting room, I guess. And there's another photo just there. I do like the clocks. Very good. That really is a 70s clock. Very good. It looks like they're doing maintenance slowly and things are getting looked after. And if anyone's been to Croatia, lived in Croatia, I can tell you right now, there's never a rush to do anything here. They just sort of go at a very slow and steady pace. No need to stress. And it's all good. So there is a little monument here. The red star would suggest to me that it was during Yugoslavia's unity, when it was all one nation. And this was put up in 1953. So it could be a memorial to the Second World War. And once again, I'm just speculating, I'm not 100% sure. So there you have it. I wonder how many viewers or subscribers once caught the train from here in their youth or even in recent times. Okay, I think we'll do the drone next and that'll pretty much see us. Done. Okay, so now that the drone is up and away, this is where I take the opportunity to do a bit more research sort of information about this particular station of Pazin, as opposed to just wandering around and surmising and second guessing what we're looking at as we did the walk around. So the Pazin train station serves the town of Pazin in Istria and connecting it via the Croatian railway network to major cities like Pula, Rijeka and Zagreb, as well as international destinations such as Terez in Italy, Ljubljana in Slovenia. Though direct daily service can vary, making it part of the scenic but limited Istrian railway line for local travel or connections. So this is not a major line. It's obviously stating that it is more of a local line for the residents of Istria, but the opportunity is that you can go to Italy and Slovenia. Now, purchasing of a ticket can be done at the station, and if there's no one at the office, the beauty of these railway services and the trains is that you can buy one on board, and you can bring your bicycle on board as well. Now, Pazin station is a good point for exploring Istria by rail. Those services can be less frequent than in larger countries. So checking schedules is critical, and it's pretty easy to do. If you just type in Pazin railway service or train station, you'll see a lot of things pop up on Google telling you timetables and all that sort of stuff. So that's all I can sort of really find about the station on its own. About the town itself, well, there's so much information. It could go on for hours. So now please enjoy the remaining aerial views. So that's basically about it of this station. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, by all means click on the like button or the thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing doesn't really cost you a cent, and it helps out the channel immensely. But once again, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day, and thank you for your time for watching.